매번 야야야야야 불러 널 야야야야 내 맘을 고백하려고 타이밍만 보는 나 그런 나를 넌 보며 왜 그러냐고 묻네 너 때문에.
Standing in front of the mirror after wearing a white gown has been a dream for you since you were with your beloved boyfriend. That man made you daydream about him for like how many times? N times? That was right. Now, since you were standing in front of the mirror holding your gown, looking at your reflection, you felt tears building up in your eyes. This was not the first time you were going to get married. Yes, some deep shits. But you're going to marry someone with ritual for the first time. There was a time when you got the news that Jungkook was no more and you fell into a pit of darkness, not knowing how to deal with the situation, so your parents married you off with the most trusted friend's son, Jabam. You both married but only on papers, and then when you found that Jungkook has returned, you did the obvious thing, leaving behind everything. You ran towards him in his arms, in his safe place, in your home. You groaned slightly and then chuckled at the man you were talking to. This was like the ninth time he asked if he could come to you. Why? Because both of you were separated since a day. A day. You were not allowed to meet each other as per the rituals, and Jungkook was ready to kill if that's allowed him to meet you. You hummed while looking at the makeup artist who had come inside to fix your veil. You politely smiled at her and passed her your veil. Your eyes wide and you tried to cover your phone speaker so that the makeup artist doesn't listen to your soon to be husband's not so holy words. But she already did. You tried to click the red decline icon, but even before you could do so, you heard him again. You were already done with your makeup and your makeup included blush, but guess what? You shouldn't have. This man had already made your face red by his talks. You touched the decline button, but even before that, you heard him mumbling the same words to you and laughing his heart out. You chuckled at him and finally turned towards the makeup artist who was giving you a amused grin. You walked towards the altar while your hand was wrapped along your father's. Yes, your father. You had many misunderstandings, problems, and what not with your father, but sitting and talking with him, a calm mind always helps. He is your father after all. Your father said while forwarding your hand towards Jungkook to hold, who looked like will try. He smiled at your father and held your hand. Jungkook pulled you towards him and your father moved aside to go and sit with the others. Now, since you were on the stage, you looked at everyone only to find Jabum was there and he was giving you a really big smile. You chuckled at him and hit him slightly on his shoulder, to which Jungkook only pulled you close to him before pecking your forehead. The priest smiled at you both and started the ceremony. You never knew how hard opening a necklace would be until now, when you were literally in front of a mirror and trying to open your necklace, but that thing would just won't move. While you were in your struggling and whining phase, you felt your hairs being held to one side of your neck. And obviously, who else could it be? Your dear husband. Jungkook whispered in your ears while he held you from behind. His chin was on your shoulder, and he tilted his face to look at yours only for his lips to touch your earlobes. And this man.